Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking all things Empties. Now I know what you're thinking. Alice, you uploaded an Empties video not that long ago. So I actually filmed that video in November and then I thought I deleted the footage, so I didn't upload it. But then I found the footage, so I did upload it. Anyway, so what that means is we've got a whole host of products to talk about. So I'm gonna divvy these up, talk categories, and I'll tell you what I think about them. So if this is the first Empties video of mine that you have seen, I like to give things a 5-star rating, tell you whether or not I would purchase it again and if I've replaced it like for like or for something else. So I'm going to sort this out and then we can have a chat about it. Okie dokie, so kicking off with makeup, I have a very nice product here to talk about. So this is the Undereye corrector from Beauty Pie. I have been harping on about it these past few months, so much so that I saw one completely off. This is completely done. They've actually changed the lids, so the lids are now chrome. Ooh, very exciting. I love this product. 5 out of 5, have already repurchased it like for like, love it. I think it's a really great match for me and my skin tone, and it just does a fantastic job of saying goodbye to my under eye bags. I feel like I've really spoken about this product so much. The reason why I like it is the colour is fantastic. It's also not too dry. It definitely has like a little bit of a slip, a little bit of a give in the formula itself. So it doesn't make your under eyes look all dry or anything like that. It really sort of like works for the area that it's in, both in colour and formula. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, I love it. Sticking, I guess, with priming products, I have this eyeshadow primer by Revolution Beauty. This is specifically their Prime Unlock Longwear eyeshadow primer. It's one of those that comes with a big, can you see? It's like golden hour right now, so I feel like I'm looking very orange hued with my jumper on. But yeah, so this one, it comes with a doe foot applicator. It does have a little bit of colour to it. There is still a tiny little bit in there, but it is done. It again does have sort of like a peachiness to it, so depending on your complexion that could round things out a little bit colour wise. I wouldn't purchase this again. I was fine to use it up. I don't like spending tons and tons on an eyeshadow primer, although they do last a long time. But I have found some ones at a lower price point that work really well. This one was fine. There's nothing to write home about. I won't be repurchasing it. I personally really like the Milani one. Actually, at the moment, I am using a Beauty Bay one because when I went to purchase the Milani one, it was out of stock. And that one I prefer to this one. By the end of the day, you know, things had faded a little bit, were a little bit more creased than I have found with other ones. So whilst it was fine to use up, I won't be repurchasing it. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Like, it did its job, but there are some that do it better. I guess kind of last setting kind of type of product is this one here. This is the Beauty Pie Fresh Glow Breathable Setting Spray. Big fan of this one. I've actually repurchased this several times. I believe I'm on my 4th bottle of it now. Really big fan, really nice, reasonably priced. The spray on it works really well and the product itself is really nice. It's not too drying, and I definitely think breathable is a brilliant way to describe it because it does set your makeup, sort of dial down any powderiness if you put quite a bit of powder on, and it works really well with the makeup without drying it out with loads and loads of alcohol. So I've already repurchased this. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5. I actually do think it's really nice, well-rounded setting spray. It's exactly what I'm looking for in one, and I have repurchased it and will continue to do so. I do have a base product to talk about. Now, I'm not 100% sure whether this is still available. That's how long I've had it. This is the Chanel Perfection Lumiere Velvet Foundation. So it's kind of similar to the, is it Aqua Lumiere? Mate, these are old school YouTube beauty products. So this is more of a liquid to powder finish foundation from Chanel. I don't buy Chanel products anymore. They have a crap shade range and they're not cruelty free, so this is just not my vibe. I'm just not supporting their beauty company anymore. So I wouldn't repurchase it. It was one of those ones that you shake. So it was quite like lightweight, quite fluid on the skin. It was more on the matte side, but not completely flat. Like, it was, for all intents and purposes, a nice foundation, particularly if you are more like normal to oily, but it doesn't cater to a lot of people, and yeah, it's not cruelty free. Wipe my hands of it. Anyway, moving on to Glossier. I've got 2 Glossier products to talk about. First up, I have the Haloscope by Glossier, and I'm using the colour Quartz. I do have like a little bit of this left. It started to go off. It started to smell like wax crayon, so you know that's when it's time to say goodbye. For all intents and purposes, it was a nice product. So this is a cream highlighter in a stick form. It has in the middle, I don't know if you're able to see, a little balm. It's very day appropriate. It's not too blinding on the cheeks or anything like that. But the reason I didn't use it up is because there were other ones that I preferred over it. So I didn't reach for it all that much, whilst it was nice, particularly in the summer if you're not wearing that much product. If you're wearing like a full beat, this is not the product for you, because I think even though I would rub it on my hands and then dab it in, I feel like it would disrupt makeup underneath. But if you're somebody who likes a light base, a Glossier style thing, it's nice. I prefer other ones. I probably won't repurchase this. Again, it's one of those things with Glossier, if they had it like in a set with something and there was like a pretty good discount on it, then I would happily use it again, but I wouldn't go out to repurchase this again specifically. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 again, I think, because whilst it is a nice product, it's well made, it fits in with the ethos of Glossier. There's others I prefer, and I will continue to use those, so I won't be repurchasing it, but it is nice enough. And the next Glossier product I have is their Boy Brow. So I use the colour Brown. I have used multiple tubes of this up. It is a fibre gel. This one's got colour, but they do have a clear version as well, if that's more what you're into. I would repurchase this again. I do really enjoy it. At the moment I'm using up, I had a couple brow gels just like chilling, so I'm trying to use those up so they don't end up like the Haloscope and just rotting in my makeup collection. It is nice, I would purchase it again, I just haven't yet. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Sometimes too much comes out on the brush, but for the most part it's a nice ash brown colour, works really well for my eyebrows. I feel like I say nice so much in my videos. I can hear my year 3 teacher telling me to stop using the word nice every time, and I continue to do it. Anyway, I've got 2 mascaras from ColourPop to talk about. So these are both the same formula, but they're in different colours. It is the BFF mascara. This is the black one. So this is, I believe, their only mascara that they do. It definitely was at the time of buying it. And it is one of those mascaras that is very dry and volumizing. Think your Too Faced Better Than Sex mascaras or L'Oreal Paradise. Very much big fluffy wand, very dry waxy formula that builds lots of volume, which is completely and utterly up my street. I've actually recently started using the KVD Vegan Beauty Go Hard or Go Home mascara, very similar to that as well. I do really like it. I did find this one did have maybe a little bit of flaking. I remember there was like a little bit of flakage, not like so much so that all my mascara is down the bottom, but it did drop by the end of the day. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Like, it is a nice mascara, it's a good price point, it comes in a bajillion colours, as is ColourPop's MO, because it's not so readily available to me. It's not necessarily something that I'll go and purchase again straight away, but all that to say, like, it is really nice. There it is again. It is a good mascara. It is the type of mascara that I like. As I said, it comes in so many colours. So I bought myself their burgundy one. Now this was part of, oh my god, completely, as you see, completely dry. I really like putting this on my bottom lashes, and I would purchase another one of their coloured mascaras, I think, simply because I find that that's more unique, you know, like a black mascara like this, whilst nice, you know, everybody does a black mascara, but like a nice wine burgundy, they also do like a red, but they did like green, yellow, orange, like any colour under the rainbow, you've got it at ColourPop. I haven't repurchased this or anything like it since, but I am thinking I might be doing a ColourPop order soon. So anyway, I may well pick one of these up then. Oh my gosh, that is all the makeup. So let's move on to skincare, shall we? So I've got a couple cleansers to talk about. Now, first of all, I want to stop here. This is the B.Pure Micellar water, which I know I have spoken about several times. I believe this is the 4th bottle of it I've used up. This is now my micellar water of choice. It is vegan, it is cruelty-free, it doesn't bother my eyes, it is a good, affordable price point, often on offer because this is Superdrug's own brand, and it works well, it performs well. No complaints, would love to buy it. It's not currently on their website. There's a version that is like gift with purchase, but it's like 25 millilitres and it's free. I'm assuming like, yeah, a gift with purchase, whereas the big bottles like this, or even smaller bottles, aren't on there. So I'm a bit worried that either there's like a shortage at the warehouse, or I really cannot see them cancelling their own micellar water though. Anyway, I would repurchase it again if I could. I tried to, that's why I know this. So I've actually got one from Tesco, which again says it's suitable for vegans, and from what I could find out literally whilst I was in Tesco, this stuff's cruelty-free too. So I've currently got that one, but I would happily repurchase this one. 5 out of 5. It's a staple in my lineup. And the next cleanser I have is from Earle. This is their classic cleanse and polish. I have another one of these on the go. Thank you very much, Mum, for giving it to me for Christmas. My mum keeps me in Earle products. My mum's a big fan and loves QVC. So typically I will get Easter, birthday, Christmas, some ilk of Liz Earle products, and this Christmas was no exception, so thanks again, Mum. I like this as a really nice comprehensive cleanser. It is like a nice fuss-free cream cleanser, which really works well. I think it was kind of like the pioneer of like the hot cloth cleanser. I personally like to use it in the shower with my Foreo cleansing brush, sort of give my face like a nice good clean. I know some people are tentative about cleaning your face in the shower, but I do it, and I use this product when I'm doing it. Nowadays there are quite a lot of dupes of this on the market, but again, it's vegan and cruelty free, so you know, that's a big thumbs up from myself. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5, and I would purchase it myself. So talking exfoliation, I have got this product here by Beauty. This is the Dr. Glycolic Acid Toner. I really like this product. This video is going up before my skincare chat video on this, but basically I won't be purchasing this one again, spoiler alert. And the reason is, whilst this worked really well, it did what it said on the tin, you can use it up to daily depending on your skin type and how your skin reacts to acid toners and chemical exfoliants. However, this is not a unique product to Beauty Pie, and just due to their spending limit and how their business model works, I would rather save my spending limit for something that is unique to Beauty Pie than this, because you know, The Ordinary do one, Boots do one, Revolution Beauty do one. Like, so many brands do this type of product, so I would rather go with them and save my spending limit. So I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. Like, I really like a chemical exfoliant, and this one is a good one, but I would, as I said, rather purchase something else with the spending limit that I have. Speaking of something that's unique to Beauty Pie, bang! I've got a face mask here that, as you can see, I liked so much that I hacked it open. This is the Beauty Pie Oxygen Instant Facial Refueling Mask, which sounds like, well, what does that even do? Truth be told, I don't really know the science behind it, but what I will say is it brings together two things that I think are really good for people that are my age. So I'm in my late 20s, and I am staring 30 in the face. So, you know, and as you can see, maskne. You can see it loud and proud. I do still suffer with the odd breakout, admittedly nothing like I did 10 years ago, but you know, spots are still something that I do have to keep at bay. I would say I have fairly normal skin, normal erring-on combination. And so what this product does is, whilst it does contain salicylic acid, which is good at helping fend off breakouts, it also has like hydration properties to it. So what I do is I will put this on before I go to bed and sleep in it, and my skin still feels like refueled, is a good way to put it, like rejuvenated. It still feels soft, it feels plump, it feels like comfy. I don't feel like I've put on an acne treatment and my skin feels like really like dry and parched. It's not like that at all. So I feel like if you are a similar age to me, I think this product would be really good for you. I would repurchase this. I haven't quite yet, haven't quite got to it, but I definitely would repurchase this and continue to use it. What I also love about it is it's great if you're feeling lazy, because you don't need to put like your serums, lotions and potions on. I can literally like cleanse my face, shove this on and go to bed. So I did actually keep using it quite readily because of just how it works better without any other products interfering. So big thumbs up for me. I do really like that. I'm gonna give this a 4.5 out of 5. I'd like the tube to be a little bit bigger, but other than that, it's really good. Next up from Revolution, I have a pink clay mask. Now, funnest of facts, I actually bought 2 masks at the same time from, I'm showing it like you don't believe me that it's empty. I bought 2 masks at the same time from Revolution, and I smashed one, because this is glass. I smashed, they have like a grey one, and I was gonna like compare and contrast the two for you. I only made it out with the pink one. I really like pink clay masks, because I do love like a charcoal based clay mask. There's really like grey ones that really like suck the goo out of your face. However, sometimes you don't need your life to leave your face in order to get rid of a couple of spots, and I find like pink clay is typically gentler on your skin, and it'll come off easier, and it doesn't completely dry out your skin. So I do really enjoy a pink clay mask, and I would repurchase this one. It was nice and easy to use, super duper comfortable. I feel like you get quite a good amount in it. I'm gonna give this a 4.5 out of 5. Really, really nice, comprehensive clay mask, because clay is a really cheap ingredient for skincare. Like, it's a really cheap ingredient, I know this. So it's one of those things that I'm like, I would rather spend my money on something that is a bit more unique and more expensive as an ingredient. I find that like cheaper masks like this actually do work pretty well, and this one, as I said, is a little bit more gentler on your skin than perhaps a charcoal clay mask. So I would repurchase this. I haven't yet, because I have got a couple clay masks sort of backups, but I would happily use that one again. Last on the skincare front, I have this one here. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Gel. Now this, as you can see, there's like a tiny bit in there, but it's a pain in the ass to get out. This is also part of my Project 10 pan. I have had this in my collection for far too long, and it's time to say goodbye. I wouldn't repurchase this because it's not cruelty free. Clinique aren't a cruelty free brand, so saying goodbye to using their products. Out of that, it is a nice moisturiser for somebody who, again, potentially is a little bit worried about spots, doesn't want to have anything too thick or emollient. It doesn't like aggravate your skin and sort of bring up any spots or anything. It was comfortable, it worked well under makeup. This bottle was huge and lasted me a long time. But I think since then, they've like completely zhuzhed this line up, so I don't even know if my review on this product is accurate anymore. But it was nice. The gel one is the one that I imagine would work best for me, and I'm happy that's the one that I picked. It's time for you to go into the sunset or change your animal cruelty practices. Anyway, moving on to hair. So I've got a tool to talk about. This is a hairbrush, duh. And you might be like, Alice, why are you getting rid of your hairbrush? This, oh my god, it's not gonna do it. You're gonna show me up. There we go. This keeps coming out, so it was time that I treated myself to a new one. I've had this hairbrush for a long time. So this is the wet brush, specifically the paddle one, which is my preference. I had to repurchase the standard size one because I couldn't find a paddle one available at the time that I needed one, so that's a bit of a bummer. I love this hairbrush. This is the only hairbrush I use. 5 out of 5, have already repurchased. Would highly recommend to anybody, I was gonna say anybody with hair, but also if you particularly got thick hair, problematic hair in the sense that it's like quite tangly when it's wet. I think this looks unassuming. You'll be like, why do I want to spend like 10, 12, 15 pounds, however much these are, on a hairbrush? But they really do the job, and they do it effortlessly. I think it's better than the Tangle Teaser. I've tried a whole host of these, and this is my favourite, the wet brush, 11 out of 10. As I said, I can't be without it because I have, you know, thick long hair. And like, the thing is it does work still, but I might keep this on hand just in case I like lose another one. I literally love it, but this is, as I showed you, like coming apart at the seams. I've had this for a good few years now, so I think it's worth the investment, and it's, yeah, just really good for your hair. So would 110% recommend. Talking hair washing, I have got a Detox Shampoo from Beauty Pie here. I've already repurchased this one. I do really like it. It has got a base of charcoal and apple cider vinegar, so super duper clarifying, but I do find that it doesn't bother my scalp. I feel like some people might potentially be worried that something that is, you know, like a detox shampoo, you might have some issues with dandruff. I haven't found that, although dandruff isn't something that I deal with quite often. I've already repurchased it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I wish the tube was a little bit bigger, but I really like having a weekly clarifying treatment on hand for my hair because I love to use dry shampoo, which, by the way, I am shocked that there is no dry shampoo in this one. Absolutely shocked. I think in part it's because I'm kind of using 3 bottles all at once, so I'm sure my next empties there'll be tons. But anyway, until then, yeah, I love to use styling products in my hair mousses, dry shampoo, the whole 9 yards. So once a week I like to use something like this, and I'm happy with this product and I would repurchase. And I also have a conditioner. This is their Super Healthy Hair Strengthening Conditioner. Daily weightless conditioner for fine and normal hair. I wouldn't purchase this again. It was a nice comprehensive conditioner. Did what it said on this tin, moisturised my hair, didn't weigh it down like weightless I would agree with, was comfortable, easy to use, all that stuff. But again, with Beauty Pie's business model, I personally would rather buy a salon brand, like bulk buy it and use that than this, because I'm used to having like litre bottles of shampoo, whereas this is 300 millilitres, so I feel like whilst that is like a standard shampoo size, I feel like I went through it kind of quickly. So it was nice while it lasted. I won't be repurchasing it. I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 5. You know, it was a good product. It did what it said, but it wasn't unique in the claims that it was delivering, and it didn't go above and beyond, so I shan't be repurchasing. So I've got 2 styling products to talk about. This I have had absolute eons, and you can see I've even like pulled the lid out of it. This is the Bumble and Bumble Pressor Powder. So it likes to fashion itself as equal parts dry shampoo, style extender, and volume. I personally like using this as a volumizer. I'll dump it in the sort of roots of my hair, really zhuzh it up and get sort of volume in my hair, but I would also chuck it all over to have a nice little bit of piecey texture. I would purchase this again because it lasted years. This stuff lasted so long for personal use this size. Like, I know it seems like a bit of an investment. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. And last but certainly not least, I have this product here now. Actually, full transparency, I have put approximately like 1 use left out of it, but I didn't want it to like sit in my bedroom for 3 months and we kind of forget to talk about it. So this is the Aveda Damage Remedy Daily Hair Repair. It's like a leave-in conditioner. It's like a quite a lightweight cream that I like to put in the ends of my hair. So I like to have on hand after I've washed my hair either like an oil or, in this sense, a cream, just to kind of like rejuvenate the ends of my hair, because it is super duper long. I actually got this in a beauty advent calendar, believe it or not, and I have really enjoyed using it. I'm not sure how much it is because it's a Veda, it's going to be a higher price point, but actually this bottle did last me a really long time. I haven't repurchased it currently because I do have another product that's very similar that I want to use up first, but it's like part leave-in conditioner, part styling cream. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 because yeah, it definitely, I feel like, has something to do with how luscious my ends are. I have got 3 body products to talk about. Let's go with the not particularly sexy one to begin with. I've got my deodorant here. This is a Superdrug special. Again, vegan, cruelty-free, affordable. Would already repurchase this. I don't have, at least I don't think I have, particularly bad odour issues. Like, I'm not somebody who's particularly overly sweaty. I don't do extreme sports or like exercise particularly loads. Like, I like to do yoga, sort of like medium stuff. Like, I'm not super duper sweaty in my activities or in my innate self. So that might have something to do with it. So this is like a bog standard deodorant. I find it doesn't really leave any white marks and I wear a lot of black, so that checks out. The scent's nice. This is soft pink. I've already repurchased this. 5 out of 5, would recommend a nice, easy, simple, vegan and cruelty-free deodorant. Anyway, and these kind of comes as set, so boop, these are from Earle. So this is their body wash and this is their body cream. Again, thank you very much, Mum. So my mum likes to get me like this type of stuff again. As I said, she loves QVC. Loves Earle, so I get treated to this every so often. I wouldn't personally buy these myself just because they do have a higher price tag and I'm a cheapskate when it comes to body products. That being said, they smell nice, they work well. I find the shower gel has a little bit more of a thickness than your typical shower gel, and it has like a nice lather. It's really nice to shave with it as well, and the scent's nice, but it's not overpowering. If you want to wear any fragrance or anything, it doesn't interfere. And then the body cream, like, it is a cream as opposed to a butter, so depending on your preference will depend on whether you like that or not. But I find that because it is like a thinner cream, it does sink into the skin quite nicely. I find it doesn't like transfer onto my clothes if I want to get dressed after I've let it like sink in, make my legs fluffy or anything like that. So really a nice comprehensive body cream to use. I'm going to give these 3.5 out of 5. I think they do have quite a high price point, but they are a joy to use. Anyway, that is everything from me today. I hope you are having a fabulous time doing whatever you are doing, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!